In this video, we're taking a tour of a furnished shared student apartment and answer the question, what kind of extra services are usually included when you're renting a student apartment in Finland?
What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Oliver and I'm a master's student in economics at Aalto University in Finland. And on this channel we talk about education and early career development, specifically here in Finland. So if you're new here, do consider subscribing. So as mentioned, in this video we're going to take a look at a furnished shared student apartment. And have to mention that this video is made in partnership with Hoas, which is one of the largest providers of student apartments in the Helsinki metropolitan area. They were kind enough to lend me a key to one of their apartments so that I can show it to you guys. Anyways, let's go and check out this apartment. So the apartment that we're looking at today is actually a 4-person shared apartment. This apartment has been specifically used for exchange students, but the layout is pretty regular to any type of shared apartment, so this should give you a good picture of what to expect if you're applying for a shared apartment with, for example, 3 or 4 people. So for those of you who already saw my previous video about the 2-person shared apartment or a roomie apartment, I guess the first thing that you notice when you get into this apartment is that this is a bit more modern. What this shows you is that Hoas has a huge amount of different type of apartments. Some are a bit more modern, some are a bit more old, but all really good. This is also something that I mentioned in my previous video about the cost of student housing, that for example, for shared apartments, there is a pretty large range of different price points. And this has also a lot to do with the condition of the specific apartments. Cool, let's take a tour inside the apartment. All right, so first of all, when you come into the apartment, the first thing that you notice is that you have a really cool open kitchen for the residents. So as mentioned in the previous video, all shared apartments come equipped with ovens and stoves, as well as fridges and freezers. Cool, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the kitchen. The really nice thing about this specific kitchen is that it is open one. So when you're, for example, cooking with your roommates, you can actually see everyone from the kitchen, for example, if they're sitting at the dinner table. Talking about the dinner table, this is something that is not the same in every single shared apartment. Again, if you watched my previous video about the 2-person shared apartment, in that apartment, the common spaces, the kitchen, the bathrooms, and the kind of common living room wasn't that big. And that was because it was a 2-person apartment. In this case, you got 4 people, so you got more common spaces. In this case, actually, you got this really cool modern wooden dinner table for actually 6 people. If I was living here, I would actually discuss with my roommates if they wanted to get a shared sofa and maybe a TV set, because you can fit them in here really nicely. Continuing with the shared spaces, you got actually in this apartment, you got 2 sets of really nice modern bathrooms. In this case, this is just really nice. It's been redone, I guess, within a couple of years. So all the services are really nice and modern. Overall, a really nice bathroom. One more cool thing about this specific apartment is that you actually have a rather big balcony, which is really nice, especially during summers when it's really hot and you can get actually outside and refresh yourself a bit. Actually, this balcony is just large enough for, a small table and a couple of chairs so you can lounge outside with your roommates. Next up, we actually got your own rooms. So we have 4 sets of actually lockable private bedrooms. And since this is a furnished apartment, you actually have quite a lot in here already. If you saw the previous video, you know that in shared apartments, no matter if they're furnished or not, you still have your private wardrobes in every single room so that you can keep your own stuff in there. But since this is a furnished apartment, you got quite a lot more stuff. You know, you got your own bed, of course, you got a pretty nice shelf, you got your own work table with your work light, as well as other, you know, small shelves, etc. All right, let's go and check out the other rooms. Basically, they are identical to the one I showed just now. So you got your bed, you got your table, you got your shelf, as well as your actually pretty large wardrobe that can fit all of your stuff. The same story is with the two other rooms, one more here and one more over here. The exact same, you know, furnishment. So this is actually a really nice apartment. So I would say that you're actually quite lucky to be appointed into one of these shared apartments. So a couple more points about shared student apartments. If you're coming to Finland especially as an exchange student, I really recommend that you actually apply for a shared apartment. You're not going to be in the country more than 4 to 6 months, and getting to know people is such an important part of your exchange experience. And living in a shared apartment gives you the opportunity to, you know, get to know people from day one. Also good to know that shared apartments are always single sex. So that means that the apartments are shared for either all female tenants or all male tenants. A lot of the student apartments in Finland nowadays have common spaces outside of your apartment. So let's go and check out what kind of extra common spaces you have, for example, in this building. So in this particular building, you actually have both something that is in every single student apartment in Finland, as well as some extra really cool services that you don't have in every building. So first of all, you have, of course, your free laundry room. That is something that you have basically in every student building. As well, we have this is actually a pretty big building complex, so you have a couple of saunas. I will show them to you in a second. But here we actually have something that you don't have in every single student building, which is actually a rather really good gym. So let's go and check that out first. Right, so this is actually really nice. We happen to have a gym in our building as well, but this is actually much bigger. So this is a really well equipped gym for a student apartment. And again, in most cases, all of this is included into your rent, so you can use this as much as you want. Let's go check out the first sauna. Alright, so if you guys don't yet know what a sauna is, it is something that is really heavily integrated into the Finnish culture, and it is an experience that you will definitely encounter multiple times when you are studying in Finland. These saunas that this building has are actually really nice and modern. These have been renewed just a while ago, if I remember correctly. You have a really nice modern washing room with all the surfaces done really nicely. Then of course you have actually a really freaking cool sauna room itself. The walls are actually made of something that is called kelo wood, and this is actually something that could easily be described as even luxurious on Finnish standards. I'm actually quite jealous about this sauna that we have in here. Cool, that's sauna number 1, but I also heard that there is a second sauna in this building, so let's go and check that out as well. Alright, so this is the second sauna in the building. Again, really nice, just been redone a while ago. As a student, we are actually really being pampered here in Finland. A lot of the saunas, private saunas in most, apartment buildings aren't really this nice. But yeah, saunas are a super important part of the Finnish culture. If you really want to get into the Finnish culture, you have to go and try out saunas at least a couple of times while you're being here. Cool, that's basically everything about the common spaces. Let's get back into the apartment itself. So that's everything for this video. If you're still looking for a student apartment in Finland, I really recommend that you go and check out what Hoas has to offer. Just remember to apply to multiple apartments at the time. The queues can be quite long, and just be patient. And remember, if and when you're offered an apartment, don't start being picky about it. You have to accept the first offer you get, because you will not be offered a second apartment. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you have any questions about student apartments or education and early career development in Finland, put all the questions in the comment section down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.